Peggy 12.
I'm Martin Anward, and I'm here to bring you some common sense for Europa Universalis IV. Common sense is the fifth major expansion focusing on internal development and diplomacy. Among the major features in common sense is parliaments. Parliaments are available for England and later government types such as constitutional monarchies and constitutional republics. Countries with parliaments can grant seats to their provinces, effectively giving those provinces representation in parliament. Representation allows the province to vote on a number of issues which you pick from about every 2 decades. To get your issue through parliament and the various benefits that that issue brings you, you have to bribe and cajole the seats because they will not willingly vote for you unless they get something out of it. Another major feature is subject interactions. Previously, interaction with your subject states, such as vassals, lesser union partners, protectorates, and colonial nations, was somewhat limited to just standard diplomatic interactions. To symbolize the special relationship between a subject state and their overlord, we've added a system that we call subject interactions. Subject interactions is a wide variety of actions, toggles, and decrees that you can do towards your subjects. For example, if you have a protectorate and you desire one of their provinces, you can seize that province from them. They won't be happy about it and they might rebel, but you can do it all the same. If you have a lesser union partner that's starting to chafe at being under you in a union, you can bribe the nobility of that nation to support you and hopefully get them to be a little less rebellious. Or if you have a vassal who has embraced Protestantism against your will, you can enforce your own religion on that vassal, making them follow the true faith. Along the lines of internal development, we have added a system that we call province development. Province development allows you to go tall, meaning it lets you build up your provinces and make them richer through spending monarch points to increase their tax value, production value, or manpower value. This is an alternative and a complement to expansion through conquest going wide. As part of the accompanying patch for common sense, there is also a new building system that grants a number of building slots in each province, depending on the terrain and development of that province, which complements that system, rewarding players who build tall empires by letting them get the most out of their buildings. We have also done quite a few things with religion in common sense. Buddhism has been split into 3 of the major Buddhist denominations: Mahayana, Theravada, and Vajrayana. All of these have a system based on karma. Your ruler gains karma by performing good acts, for example, honoring alliances, protecting the weak, releasing nations, and loses karma through aggressive expansion. However, what you really want is actually to maintain a balance of karma, because a ruler with too high karma will become detached from the world and lose interest in diplomatic matters, while a ruler with too low karma will become despised and lose the trust of his soldiers. By maintaining a balanced karma, you will be able to get both military and diplomatic benefits. Protestants too have received new mechanics in a system that we call church power. Protestants accumulate church power over time and can spend this church power to gain aspects. Aspects allow them to create a unique national church. A historical example would be the Anglican Church, by granting certain bonuses that you pick for Protestantism in your nation. You can pick up to 3 aspects, and after you have picked them, further church power can be used to change your aspects. But church power only comes slowly, so you cannot change all of your aspects overnight. This allows you to create a completely unique religion for just your country and set up your own state church in the way of the early reformers. Another new system in common sense is something we call government ranks. Previously, most of the rulers of Europe would be kings. This isn't strictly accurate. A lot of them were, dukes, counts, or even emperors, although that wasn't so much in Europe. By adding a system of government ranks that sets each country on a scale from duchy to empire, we represent the historical situation in Europe and the world and also allow the player to advance their nation by, for example, starting as a tiny duchy in Germany and advancing all the way up to a sprawling empire. Increasing your government rank brings you prestige and also the benefits of better administration, as your new title forces your bureaucrats to get better at integrating your provinces and handling your vast new realm. Common Sense will be coming to your computer in June 9th. Until then, you're just gonna have to do without.